here. Number 12. Starting with the box. There's the box here. Let's go. And there I have a 6m and a minus 4/5 n squared. Nope, not squared, I lied. Here's that one. And on the left here, simply 6m and then negative 4/5 n. Alright, so let's multiply this. The 6 and the 6, that's going to give you 36. And the m and the m, n squared. Now the next part, I'm going to go ahead and write that over here on the left. I'm multiplying the 6m times negative 4/5 just to make sure we all understand how to do this. Sometimes people get a little confused. What am I doing here? Remember that when I multiply a number with a fraction, I should make them both fractions. Just makes it a little bit easier to work with. So what I'm going to do is underneath that the 6, I'm going to put a 1. And then from here, I simply multiply the two top numbers, the 6 and the 4, multiply to make 24. And the two bottom numbers, the 1 and the 5, multiply to make 5 on the denominator. And then I multiply the m and the n to make mn. So my product is negative 24 over 5 mn. And the next one will be the exact same thing, 24 over 5 mn. As you see, we're multiplying the exact same thing. The 4/5 n, which is here, and the 6n. Alright, and then the last part is to multiply negative 4/5 n times another negative 4/5 n. Like before, we're multiplying the top with the top, numerator with numerator, that's 16. Denominator multiplied to make 25. And n times n, it's going to give me n squared, so I get 16 over 25 n squared. Final answer is 36 n squared, no, n squared. The bean is right here. Don't forget the bean. What's going to happen with the bean is I'm only adding the numerators. 24 and 24 makes a negative 48. The denominator stays the same, keep it 5. The letters keep the same. The variable n, the variable n, they don't change. And then the final part is the positive 16 over 25 and squared. Alright, so that's your answer. Alright, number 14. The 14 is a little bit different because we're still going to start with this part of the problem, which is the 2x and the 5. 2x. That again, 2x, 5, 2x, 5. Multiplying 2x and 2x, that will be 4x squared. Multiplying 2x and 5, that will be 10x. Simply on the bottom left, 10x. And a 5 and a 5 makes 25. I know I went through that somewhat quickly, but hopefully you can keep up. Again, if you feel like you need to go back and watch this again, do it. Do it. Let's see what happens. Now I'm adding the bean. I have 4x squared. Now this is a preliminary answer. It's not my final answer yet, so I'm going to write it over here. 4x squared is the first box. The 10x and the 10x makes 20x. Computer's not crazy. 20x, drag this guy up a little. And then 25 and 25 are here again, plus positive 25. Alright. Now, if you remember, at the beginning of the problem, at the very top, there was an x up here. Here is an x in the front. Erase this so you can see where it's at. That x is now included in the problem. And we're going to do another one of these boxes. And what I'm doing is I'm going to multiply x and each one of these one at a time. So x times the 4x squared, what will that do? Does that change the 4? No, not really. All it does is it changes the power. So the 4 is still there, but now it becomes x cubed. Same thing with the 20. The 20 doesn't change, the 20 stays the same. The x becomes x squared. The 25 times x, that will become 25x. And this whole thing is my answer now. And I write it in the box, 4x cubed plus 20x squared. Yes, and plus 25x. All right, so that's your final answer here. And just to reiterate some of the stuff we went over here, the first part of the problem is exactly the same. This didn't change at all. The only additional step is that now we have to multiply one more time. There was an additional box in the problem. So I took the answer from the first part of the problem, which was the red part, and then I used that and then multiplied it with an additional x using another box in there. So it's kind of like 2 boxes to the problem. Alright. Let's move right along. And let's see if we can get to number 16. Here's what's going to happen with number 16. We're going to only again look at the stuff that's inside the parentheses. In this case, it's the 3x minus 8. 3x minus 8 is what we are going to use when we make your box. 3y minus 8. 3y minus 8. Alright, multiply 3y. That's 9 y squared. Multiply 3 and 8. Negative 24. 24. And the other one's still 24y. And 8 and 8, positive 64. So then, you combine these two, and you're going to get 9 in the problem. 9y squared minus 48y plus 64. And that's the other. Moving right along to number 18. For number 18, they would like us to do another shortcut that the book would like us to learn. But again, we really don't need to do it. So we just center this. And instead, we're going to use the box. Box method. 5x and a positive 7y, and a 5x on the left-hand side with a minus. Okay, now when you multiply this, start again with the 5x and the 5x. That's going to give you 25x squared. Multiply 5 and 7, 35, and then xy. Multiply the 5 and then negative 7, that's going to be a negative 35. And then 7 and negative 7 makes negative 49. Negative 49y squared. Don't forget the squared. People forget the squared all the time. Alright. What now? What now? What would I like us to do? Well, take the first box, the top left. For part B, what you're doing is you're combining the mean together. Remember mean. A negative 35 and a positive 35, how much does that add up to? You said 0. They cancel out. Positive 35 and negative 35. Cancel out. And then you have a negative 49 y squared at the end here. So my final answer is going to be 25 x squared minus 49 y squared. All right, best of luck. Go ahead and finish the rest of the problems all on your own.